Hmm, right. Our band. I mean, the idea for the Our Band actually started with myself and Barbara. And I was trying to get a record deal as a songwriter, actually. We've written some reggae tune, and it became very big record. We did Let's Play with Nereus Joseph, uh, which was signed to Mother Record, which is part of Polydor. And so I got my record deal. So I got my publishing deal with Chrysalis Record. But my A&R uh, guy then by the name of Rob Melbourne, he wanted me to do a kind of drum and bass, because at that time that was what was happening. Drum and bass, trance music. I mean, this was 1994, and we so we actually call the project Awa, meaning my Yoruba background, which is we, and with the intention of becoming a band. But unfortunately, we got stuck with Rob Melbourne's idea of wanting to do this new sound that was coming from London, that is drum and bass, trance, and that time you have group like Prodigy, you have Dr. L, and the Spiritualize, and so Rob was really keen in doing something like that. So the Awa Band put out our first single, was called Together We Can Learn, and that was Barbara's vocals on that song. It was absolutely incredible. Uh, I have to say that Barbara, coming from a classical angle, she was classically trained. So I mean, I do wonder sometimes, how does she cope? From being a classical musician to now doing something that is very basic, just a couple of lines, repetitive and all that. Anyway, we put out Together We Can Learn out, and it did quite well. And then during that period, Rob then introduced me to a duo producer by the name of Michael Gray and John Pern. They go by the name of Greed, Oscillors Convention, and then finally they became The Full Intention. They were very successful and very good producer. And so that time, but Rob wasn't very interested in what we do, because he was more interested in the trance and drum and bass kind of music, and we really want to just do funk, dance music. So the meeting with The Full Intention was a blessing in disguise, because they were doing dance music, and that is where I really want to be. And so I wrote quite a few songs for for Oscillors. Just Can't Give It Up, Final, I Need Your Loving with P.P. Arnold. And then I told them, I said, look, I have a song which was written between myself and Barbara. Originally, the song was written by Barbara. It was an instrumental called Timber. And she said, oh, can you put a Yoruba chorus into the song? She played it on trumpet. So I put the melody, Ewaju, Ijo Timba, Ijo Timba, Rio, Majo, Ijo Timba, Rio. And she loved it. And she said, oh, great, that's really nice. So we then decided to develop that song. And then I gave it to The Full Intention guy. I said, look, why don't you see if you could do a remix of this song for us? And they did. And the song had absolutely blew the dance floor off. It became a real classic right from the beginning. I actually put that timber out on my own label called Songstar Records. And after some years, everything kind of just faded away. Then a few years later, I got a call that somebody was very interested in releasing the single. And then the company happened to be Defected Record. This was 2000. And then, you know, the song became a classic, disco classic, Latin. Originally it was done in English, but with Yoruba chorus. And then the idea of turning it into Spanish and then Yoruba came about. And then that was how the Awa Band was formed. So we started to use multi-languages to create something new, something fresh. So we have the first single we did, which of course Timber, that was in Spanish, followed by To the Lindo, that was in Portuguese. Then we did Baba Bateau, which actually featured Tony Allen on drums, that was in French. And then you know, now the latest project, you know, is now the Awa Band album, which I traveled to Nigeria to go and record. So this time it's like paying homage to the sound of Lagos 70s, music from high life, psychedelic, Afrobeat, and Afrofunk. So 2 singles is coming out of that. One is Kayode Awade, and then the other one is called Alujanjan Kijan. The 2 songs actually featured an amazing Nigerian vocalist by the name of Kayode, and I was able to put together some incredible Nigerian musicians, really top class, you know. And the singles was mixed by a friend and an engineer that actually engineered the Awa Band gig at the Cargo 20 years ago, and by the name of David Moore. And so he loves the band. So here we are. The Awa Band is back to give you the funk.